Good morning to one and all. Today we are going to speak about the topic hierarchical inheritance and hybrid inheritance. What is hierarchical inheritance? In this type, more than one subclasses is inherited from the single base class. That is, more than one derived class is created from a single base class. That is, hierarchical structure is an tree-based structure. How can we sell the tree based from the main tree, from the main branch? Many branches are created. So likewise here from one base class, many subclasses are derived, are inherited. Okay, ma'am. So class A is a single base class. From single base class, many subclasses like class B, class C, class D, E, F, G, so on we can create it. So this is an hierarchical structure. So while we are inheriting, those properties from the base classes are inherited to the all the subclasses. Now this will be the syntax of the hierarchical inheritance. Class A. So class A is the main base class. Then class B and class C. These two classes are derived from the base class A. So here in this syntax we are deriving two subclasses named as class B and class C, which is the from class A is the base class. We are inheriting class B and C from class A. Then a simple sample program for this program. Hash include, this is header file using namespace class A. As usual, simply what we are doing is we are going to show what is a just print, one output statement void show DA cout class A. Just we are going to print class A. Then after that another subclass we are creating named as class B from public A, that is from the base class A. From the class A we are inheriting the class B class as an derived class or maybe a subclass. So we are here printing class B. After that another subclass we are creating from the base class A named as C. So this two classes we are creating named B and C. Named B and C to print class B and class C from the base class A. Now the main statement is going to be created. Now we are creating the main statement and we are creating the subject. We are creating the subject for both the classes B and C, because B has separate classes and C has separate classes. Both are inherited from the base class, but we have to create the two subject. So we are creating two objects. So we are creating two objects for the class B and the class C. And now we are calling those statement. What are the functions we have? Show A and show B. So all the functions are called here. So calling from B. If we called from B, we are printing as class B and class C. If we are calling from C, we are calling same as it is. Just what is the difference is just we are creating the objects depending upon the class names. This is an hierarchical inheritance. Next, we are going to see about the hybrid inheritance. What is hybrid inheritance? This type explains any two inheritance combinations together. Hybrid means it is a combination of the two head. Normally, hybrid network it is a combination of network. Here, hybrid inheritance it is the combination of the two type of inheritance. We can combine single or hierarchical or multiple or multi-level. Any two inheritance can be combined together to form the hybrid inheritance. Here, the process of combining more than one type of inheritance together while deriving subclasses in program is called an hybrid inheritance. Example diagram. In this diagram, we can see what all the inheritance is to be combined. So, it is hybrid inheritance, which is combination of the multiple inheritance and single inheritance. First, you can remind what is single inheritance and multiple inheritance. Single inheritance, this one is we are deriving class A, class B. This is a single inheritance. That is, we are deriving the class B as a derived class from class A as a base class. Class A base class and class B is a derived class. This is a single inheritance. Single inheritance means one base class and one derived class. Next, what will be the multiple inheritance? Multiple inheritance, two base classes combined to one derived class. So, class B is derived class and class C is a derived class. Both these base classes are combined to the one derived class, that is class D. This concept is known as a multiple inheritance. So in this, for multiple inheritance, class D is inherited from two other classes. So it is derived from both class B and class C. In similar way, single inheritance is class B as derived from class A. So this chain of various paths, this is known as a hybrid inheritance. Next, syntax of the hybrid inheritance. So what will be the syntax for this? First, we have to write for the single inheritance. How we will write for single inheritance? Class A, this is an base class, block of statements we are going to write. And next is derived class, class B, named as a derived class. We are deriving from the class A, so public A. This is class B derived from the single class A follows the single inheritance. So this followed by the block of statement. After that, class C, some block of statement, and class D we are creating. Here we are calling public B and C. So this one public B and public C. When we call these two statements can be derived. Next is, so here class D derived from two classes, that is class B and C. See, this follows the multiple inheritance. So here block of statement is followed. Sample program. So what is a program? First is the concept for a single inheritance. So generally class animal. So animal, we are simply printing this is an animal. Then class mammal. Mammal is a derived class. We are deriving from the class A. So indicates class B derived class. So this concept is single inheritance. So mammal, this is a mammal. That's all. Single inheritance concept is over. Now we are coming to the multiple inheritance. Class herbivorous as a class name. This indicates the class C. Now A, B finished. After class C, we are following. Here we are calling the function herbivorous. Then see out, this is herbivorous. Now we are deriving the class. So class cow, we are keeping another class name, public mammal. Mammal is an this derived class. Public is an class mammal, this derived class, and the public herbivorous. Now we are calling these two classes to the concept of multiple inheritance. So we are calling these two classes in one derived class name as an cow. So this indicates class D derived from class B and class C. So near function and a cow is an herbivorous. Now in main function only one for this class, if we create object, that is enough. So cow C we are creating and we are calling the function. So output will be, this is animal, this is an animal, this is an mammal, this is an herbivorous, and this is a cow is an herbivorous mammal. Every statements, everything it is in the cow class. So we are printing like this. Thank you.